Are we allowing artificial intelligence to overshadow our own intelligence, making us dumber in the process? As the rise of AI-generated continues unabated, you'd have to wonder. The internet is awash with countless videos showing how to use AI to churn out mindless, looping scripts or content, all in the name of the future. Yet, we need to ask ourselves, is this really the best way to optimize our lives? There's a certain monotony that comes with prompting, cutting, pasting, and re-editing AI-generated content. It's a cycle that's also repetitive, creating a conveyor belt of sameness that can stifle creativity and originality. Those nearing or beyond your 40s can see their time better spent on developing invaluable real-world skills in the meanwhile, such as professional communication, negotiation, and management. Skills that require human interaction, empathy, and understanding, which are still important to develop and oversee AI, which at present, AI cannot replicate. And explain, why would we want to let AI manage itself without ultimate supervision? When we create content, it should be much more than just creating content like a machine. It should be about expressing our unique style and character, adding a personal touch that AI cannot mimic. It should be about aiming to say something meaningful and impactful that comes from the heart, rather than from some high-powered search engine that provides hackneyed material from all over the internet. Yet, the allure of AI-generated content is understandable. It promises time-saving shortcuts, though, in a different yet still monotonous grind. We need to be careful not to let this allure blind us to the potential pitfalls. It's not about how stunning AI is, but rather, it's about recognizing the bane of AI. It can certainly assist us, but it should not become the standard by which we measure our time or the value of our work, especially of companies to evaluate our value. But if it isn't used to create something worth saying or for influencing the world around us in a meaningful way, then we'll just be corporate fodder in another line of algorithmic code for their development purposes, and contributing more unnecessary din to the world of clicks, views, and likes. In reality, we're still individuals with vast interests and combinations of unique talents, skills, and creativity. We have the ability to connect with others on a level that AI cannot reach. The allure of AI may lie in some kind of ease of a certain kind of automation in life. But at what cost is it to our individuality, creativity, and real-world skills? As we navigate this brave new world of AI-generated content, we have to evaluate this question over and over again. Is AI making us dumber? When we accept AI as the official standard of quality, do we not risk losing our own judgment and personality? Our growing reliance on artificial intelligence ignores certain aspects of ourselves. We live in an age where AI-generated content is becoming the norm. From YouTube videos to digital art, AI is creating a new standard of quality. But should we accept it as the new standard? The big tech companies would want us to believe so. They've invested billions into AI, pushing this narrative that AI is the future. And it's easy to feel swept up in this current, to feel that if we're not on board, we're being left behind. But there's a catch. When we start ignoring the risks in our proficiency with AI, we're also creating an impending, avoidable fall. Those tech companies don't consider the individual, societal, or greater humanitarian implications. They are viewing their business in terms of large-scale problems to be solved by AI at the expense of everything else. Only if there were hard lines of regulation or immediately discernible life or death legal consequences hanging in the balance would their AI developments then go on abated. So knowing that should make us realize there are different risks to us individually than to them. Sure, being able to use AI tools can be a potential skill, but not if you're not at their coders level. Meanwhile, as AI becomes the yardstick by which we not only measure but now produce anything and everything that is accepted as is, we're setting ourselves up for huge disappointment. AI buries individual creativity and the voices of nuance that can be forever invisible or forgotten as AI amplifies trends and standardizes a new norm. So when AI, the ever-evolving field, changes itself or becomes meaningfully regulated tomorrow, our attachment and dive into its reckless use will impinge on our sense of self-worth, even our income inevitably, as it is based on the transience and inner workings at a level we cannot control. This kind of involvement leads to personal and professional failure and subsequent feelings of personal inadequacy. Moreover, if we had been relying on AI solely for our livelihood, we were putting all our eggs in one basket. We are essentially betting our future on the whims of technology. So what happens when the first AI bubble bursts, or it becomes changed in the interests of private interests? What happens when the industry moves on to the next big AI monetizable thing? Those who've built their livelihoods solely around what you thought was open AI will find themselves in a precarious position. The convenience of AI is undeniable, but should it dictate our standards, self-worth, or become our sole source of work? There is a world outside of screens and automation, and it is waiting to be experienced. In this age of artificial intelligence and easy monetization, we often overlook the value of being present in real life. Friendships, companionship, networking, emotional development, patience, and virtues and skills that cannot be automated and which make us uniquely human. The monotony of AI-generated content in cutting, pasting, re-editing, all in the pursuit of ease is a constant misinteraction with the world. It leads to a disconnection from the real world and real people. We risk losing our physical presence, personal relationships, and our understanding of the world. There's also the danger of becoming more AI-like than human as we spend even more hours in front of screens, letting our lives be governed by algorithms and frustrating repetitive AI bents and kinks. We risk losing ourselves. The appeal of AI is undeniable, but let us not become regrettable and forget the importance of living life in our own skin, with our own eyes, and utilizing our own intelligence.